And rolling, fucking fucking rolling, bada do. All right. Give everyone just a little bit of time to come on in here.
Oh, there he is!
Dad, what are you doing here?
Mr. Big Time Capital One bank guy.
Oh, that's the thing you say. Yep, there's no fees or minimums on Capital One checking accounts.
What's in your wallet?
Attaboy.
Again, what credit company wants a fucking goddamn...
Introducing ProPlan Advantage, the next generation of specialized
my goddamn bank.
nutrition.
I just want to get in and
Hey, what's good?
get out. Hello, Ward 1117. Pretty sure I got all the ones. All right, let's get into this. Southern Spaghetti done right. This is Smoking and Grilling with AB, a channel I normally like, but we'll see what's in today because it looks like he has fucking olives in this.
I'm not finna overtalk
And
it.
I don't know what in the hell these big chunks are. They don't look... whatever.
I'm gonna just tell you this. You wanna watch this video through its entirety. I'm gonna give up a couple of gems. You know, I'm gonna show you why this spaghetti here is gonna be better than even the last ones that I made. With that being said, let's get it. Okay, so look, just a quick fly over the ingredients. You see I got some cans, you know, right here. Then right here I got an assortment of, listen, these are the herbs. I got garlic cloves, right? Now look, if you look back here, I got angel hair pasta, folks. That's what I like. You guys let me know down in the comment section below. Do you guys do the thin spaghetti or do you just do the traditional kind? Then obviously you can see I got, you know, a bell pepper. And then when we get over here, when we look at our meats, this.
All right, the only thing I disagree with, and this is just personal shit from me, is I am not the biggest fan of angel hair pasta. That's just, and that is literally quibbling over pasta shape. It's all the same fucking recipe. I just prefer thicker pastas.
I got 2 pounds.
Angel hair, this is just me. Angel hair, it tends to clump together.
Right? 80-20 on my ground beef, and then I got a pound, which is a pound, and then I got a pound of my, you know, mild Italian sausage. To be honest with you, if you guys just...
mild Italian sausage. The first word on the package, my friend, is hot.
Go to my website, which is smokingandgrillingwithab.com, and that's WITAB.com. You guys will find like some cool little tips that I write like in those articles. Like, you know, like here's one for you. Like I'm getting ready to boil, you know, and go ahead and get my pasta going, right? I got tips and tricks on that too. So if you guys want to infuse that with different type of, you know, flavors, I got 4 of them on there that'll give you, you know, just like the true level up. Okay, so my water's boiling. This is one of the ways we level up, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and take myself just like a heaping tablespoon, right? This chicken bouillon. I don't know, some of you guys.
Okay, I have no problem with that. I do. Dude, you don't have enough water, my friend.
Probably use this brand. What we doing is we cooking our pasta, right, to al dente. Now, when I say al dente, you guys gotta read the instructions on the box for your manufacturer, right? And that'll tell you whether it be 8 minutes, some of you 11 minutes. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna set mine like that, and then I'm finna drop this in here. I just need 1 pound, so we'll just put this in here like that. And we just leave it. Again, I want you guys to let me know, what type of pasta do you guys use? You know what I mean? I'm just curious. Remember, you wanna do it with flavor. That's how you get that pasta right. All right, so then what you want to do is get yourself a colander. What you guys didn't see me just do is, I went ahead and put my Pyrex in here. I like to save a cup of my starchy water, right? So I'm getting ready to
always save
pour this
starch
out.
water.
You know, pour that in there.
About a cup
And what we want to do is
helps
stop,
the
you know,
sauce
cooking
consistency
process, right?
and
So
flavor.
cold water, and then I rinse. A lot of people.
No. Okay. I don't know with angel hair. That's why I don't use it. It's so fucking small. Generally, I never rinse my pasta because you're rinsing all that starch off. Now, maybe angel hair overcooks. Maybe that's why I've not had good luck with it. I'm just saying. But generally, you rinse all the goodness off when you rinse it. The only exception to that rule is if I'm making a pasta salad. Then I rinse it because I want it cold. You have to have it cold. But no, if it's going to be a hot pasta dish, I'm not rinsing my pasta. I used to way back in the day, and then I learned exactly why you don't. You rinse all the goodness off.
I've seen on the internet, they say, hey, you washing all of the seasoning that you put in there? No, it doesn't. We got to stop it from cooking. Either we would have took this out way early, because
again, maybe this is why I have not had good luck with angel hair pasta. But no, yeah, you're rinsing off all the flavor. I'm sorry, AB. Love you to death, but you're wrong on this one.
It's gonna continue to cook, and we could have just let this drip dry. But I like to do it this way. I don't see no less of flavor. You know what I mean? It still tastes good. I can taste it in the pasta. So trust me, folks. And that's usually when I say, trust the process. Okay, so this is it right here. I just saved some of this. This plays the key, because if you cook down your sauce and it get a little...
Okay, he did flavor his water, so maybe this will bring the flavor back. But like I said, I never rinse my pasta. There's one exception, and that is pasta salad.
A bit too thick, we thin with this, and this also helps, the sauce, coat your, spaghetti sauce. Now, I'm gonna ask a question, and you guys let me know this. We got a lot to talk about. This is the question for you. Do you guys put this pasta on your plate and then add your sauce to it? Or do you like to put your pasta inside of your sauce?
99 times out of 100, I will put my pasta in the sauce. The exception to that is when I make spaghetti and meatballs. I just made some, filmed it. Hope I got the ending. Because the meatballs, I've made it before, obviously, but with the meatballs and the sauce, it gets, and the pasta, you never get a meatball. So, though that's the only time I would, but I added the pasta to the sauce, I just added the meatballs separate.
All right, let's move on. All right, I actually cut too close to it. You know what I mean? I can see seeds in there. You can take this, put this in your garden, just cut that stem off, you know what I mean? Just stick it in there, bury it, water it, and then you'll start sprouting these, bell peppers, and look, a lot of gems in this. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is just cut these down. I don't wanna call them slivers. I just cut these down into strips, right? I don't care, they don't have to be all uniform for me, because I'm gonna dice these down, to the size that I wanna do. You know what I mean? So I used to say this, I'm getting ready to get back to it. Listen, when you dice, size makes a difference, right? So if you dice them small, that's a lot for the flavor. That helps everything, like work itself.
For me, when I add peppers to pasta, normally I go with a pretty fine dice, but again, that's just me.
Work itself down. It dissolves easier, things of that nature. And then when you do it a little bit on a larger side, that'd be more so for the texture. It depends on how you guys like it. I like to be able to taste it, have the texture, you know what I mean? But we're gonna saute these anyway. We're gonna get all of that flavor out of that. All right, so if you guys look, this is my hex-clad frying pan. It's a little bit on the lower side, especially for the amount of spaghetti that I'm doing. But I just want you guys to be able to see everything clearly, right? So we using, a mild Italian sausage, which has a lot of, fat in there, but I still like to just put just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, and this is infused olive oil, folks. That's garlic infused. Since we're doing something a little bit on the, what does that be? A little bit on the Italian side, right? A little bit on there, because this ain't gonna be true to the way they make it. You know what I mean? I just make good food, folks. So let's go ahead and drop this in there. Peel this piece off the back. Right, and then we do the same thing you know, with my ground beef. In actuality, let me just move that over here like this. But this is 80-20. It's gonna render a little bit of fat in there also. But this is the way I like to start this. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna brown that. Now, I'm looking right now, I have everything set up the way I want to, but I don't have my meat masher. That's gonna be key, folks. All right, so this is a meat masher. What you wanna do is get one of these, and now we start working this around.
Again, like I've said, these devices, if you want to use one, by all means, go ahead. However, I'm of the belief that these things do nothing. You get the same goddamn thing from a spatula. Now, look, if you want to have one, fine, but I've never... I don't know, maybe I never got the hang of it, but these things just do nothing for me.
Right? I do down and a little twist, just to...
Because eventually I do have to flip the goddamn sausage and the goddamn burgers, so I'd rather just do it with a spatula.
Break up all of the ground meats.
Versus dirtying up 2 utensils.
You know what I mean? And then we let them cook. And let them blend together. And then the fats and the oils from each other, that's where we getting our flavors from, folks. So I'm gonna keep doing this until I get it, all of the pieces, you know, like round up even more. Then we just let them continue to cook. Now I got a medium flame underneath the bottom of here. You guys let me know what you guys use. But if you're asking me, especially if you're a beginner, I tell everybody low. Really, I would normally do this like on a medium high, you know what I mean? But just medium will get you where you need to be. You know what I mean? It's very forgiving. You know what I mean? It gives us time to, you know, achieve what we want to achieve. All right, you see where we at right here? I'm just about done with all of the pink. This would be a great time for us to go ahead and add, you know, our veggies to it. So let me grab these now, put those in there. Get some of these onions. It may look like a lot, folks, but listen, we want to extract all of that flavor out of there too. So follow the instructions that, you know, on the website, you know, with this recipe, and then you make your adjustments later. All right, so now what we're doing is infusing it with all of that goodness that was in the pot, especially from that Italian sausage. You can look at the white of the onion and look at it. You see how it's coated? Yes, sir. Even though I can put my veggies in here, I still get in here with my masher right here. Look, it still break up the bigger chunks. Now everything groups together and cooks. We just do it like that. You can see it all coming together right now. Okay, so now I grab my press, got my peeled garlic right here. Go ahead and put this over here on the top. Now we're gonna come over this way.
I just saved myself the trouble and used my lovely garlic. Okay.
And then we just put it. When you mince your garlic like this, or even when you put minced garlic in there, I like to put it on top of something, but since we got 2 pounds of ground meat in the inside, it's okay for it to be there. It allows me to continue to teach, you know, make these tutorials and not worry about it that I get my, you know, my minced garlic too hot and burn it, right? So get it like that. Get it on top. Now that it's all minced, put this over here. Now, I'm gonna take this, my spatula, and now we just move this around. You'll know once that garlic hits any of that heat, you know what I mean? Because it'll kick back and let you know. It just says hello to everybody. Ooh, you can smell it right now, folks. I'm still working on it, y'all. Smell-o-vision, it's coming. Okay, so at this point right here,
they've been talking about smell-o-vision since the days of Emeril Lagasse.
This is when we add our herbs in, right? So this is right here where we're gonna start infusing it with, you know, more of the, I guess this would be like when you put the herbs in there, especially like when you use an Italian seasoning, that combination of seasonings, that right there, start making it, you know, smell like something Italian and reminding you of, I'm gonna say this, just reminding you of real spaghetti. Okay, so look at how you can see the green bell pepper. That's what I'm talking about. I see it sweating good. You know, they're getting soft. This is the way you want to do it, folks. Ground meats first, then add your, you know, your green. Now we come with our seed.
Okay, I'm gonna object a little bit. Generally, I add any veggies. Well, onions I would add first because I want them to damn near completely break down in the sauce. But as for green bell peppers, I'd add them about halfway through the cooking process of the meat.
Seasoning, right? Little chili flakes to give it just a little bit of, it's not even enough to, it's like a mild bite, like a nibble, right?
Basically, the chili flakes are there just to wake everything up.
A little balance right here with the sugar.
God damn, I mean, yeah, sugar and pasta sauce isn't that uncommon, but that's a lot of sugar, buddy!
Now we finna give it a pinch of salt. We give it 2 pinches of salt, and that'll be enough, folks. Anybody want any more salt, they can, you know, handle it on their own in their bowl, right? And then right here, we get that fresh black, cracked black, right? Nothing like grinding your own. And then from here, we give it a mix.
Oh yeah, I add sugar to my pasta sauce all the time, but I add like a pinch of sugar just to take the tinniness of the canned tomatoes or the canned tomato sauce or whatever. Because believe it or not, when you live in Minnesota, you can't get good fresh tomatoes all the fucking time.
And you know what the next thing to do is to start, you know, putting our tomato.
Favorite spice? Salt and pepper. It goes on everything.
Tomato ingredients in here, making that sauce, folks. But this is the great base. Even though we use 80-20, look at that down there. I don't see none. There's not enough in here for me to make me want to drain nothing. That's all of the flavor, folks. Oh yeah. Right.
And I don't have his pan. I can't look, but normally 80-20 and sausage will make a good amount of grease. I'm just saying, normally I drain mine.
So now, let me go ahead and clear my board and we move on to the next. All right, so here's another little bit of a level up for you, right? You see right here, I got stewed tomatoes. When you go to the recipe, it's gonna say tomato sauce. If you really wanna like level it up, you can go ahead and get you some stewed tomatoes. Put them in some type of blender like what I'm doing right here, right? And then what we can do is we just go ahead and blend this, and this will take the place, which is a very, very flavorful option, taking the place of, you know, tomato sauce, right?
Yeah, sometimes I do that. I'll opt for the Acento San Marzano tomatoes, but most of the time I just go with tomato sauce. But every so often, if I'm feeling adventurous, you know, a couple cans of the Acento San Marzanos.
But if you guys don't have one of these, you got tomato sauce, then use that. All right, so now, I don't know why I like to just keep stirring it. You know what I mean? It just looks so good. And then the aromatic that come off of it.
Well, it's because in the kitchen, believe it or not, there's not actually that much to do outside of cooking. Unless you're like, you know, me and several others, and you have a TV in the kitchen. I mean, what do you want?
Just the aroma. Woo. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna pour this completely in there, right? So we just add that to it. I know it looked like it's a little bit on the white side, but we just put a lot of air in there. You know what I mean? Just by, you know, emulsifying it or blending it, whichever one you guys want to say. Then when it comes to the paste, I couldn't find a small one, you know what I mean? So this is 16 ounces, so I'm gonna just put half of it in there. Oh, that's fine right there.
God damn, even I don't have that big of a can of a tomato paste. Son of a
Might be a
bitch.
little bit more than half, but that's good. It'll work. It will do. Now, don't put this in your refrigerator if you ever get a big one. You know what I mean? I always got like small little Tupperwares. I'll take the remainder of this and put it in a Tupperware, right? Now, for my diced tomatoes. I like for everything to be fire roasted, so we'll add that. Now I got a real level up. I've been quiet about it and all of that. Some of y'all might have seen it in the very beginning. You know what I mean? I got it over here hid, and we're gonna talk about it right now. All right, so now we just mix it all together. We gotta get that tomato paste. It's got to get hot. Then it loosens up, and then it just
That's greasy as hell, dude.
dissolves in the liquid, right?
I mean, and don't get me wrong, and I want to be clear. I love cooking and grilling with AB. I'm not saying this out of a place of, man, that sauce be greasy, bro.
So I raised my fire up underneath the bottom of it. Now I'm running a medium-high flame. But look at this here. We're on our way, folks. And by the way, I probably should have said something in the very beginning. Look how meaty this is. I love a meaty spaghetti.
Oh yeah, my TV is the same way. I just watch it from the kitchen. Actually, one of the several TVs. I mean, I'm sorry, but TVs are dirt cheap at the moment. $400 will get you an 85-inch television.
You guys let me know down.
You know, that's why, like, the Super Bowl party is a thing in the past. Everybody used to go over to Uncle Lou's house because he was the one with the big screen TV. Everyone has one now.
In that comment section below, how do you like yours? I know a lot of people like it to be a little saucy.
Oh, it looks good. I'm not denying that. I'd eat the shit out of it, but it does look a little greasy.
But I want to say that the majority of y'all like to have a little meat. All right, so this right here is my level up. This right here is this right here is a pepperoni, right? I'm gonna go ahead and cut this down like this. Whew, nice and thick. Look at that right there. You know.
Okay. Unless he's gonna dice this, those are gonna be pretty big chunks of pepperoni. And I love pepperoni. Do not get me wrong. But I don't know.
If you guys ever had pepperoni, you know how flavorful that is, right? So look, I'm gonna go ahead and just cut this down like this. Now I went to my local deli and got this, right? That's what you guys might have to do. I mean, I guess you could put pepperoni slices in here, but I like to do it this way. Now you see this right here? You see how that's all?
Okay, this is the first problem. The actual first. That is a huge chunk of pepperoni. AB, you need to fucking dice that shit. Pepperoni is a real strong flavor. I love pepperoni, but I would not want to have a chunk of that in my mouth.
Boiling and all of that, we nice and hot, right? We're gonna stick this in here. We're gonna let that get hot, and we're gonna let this release its flavor in here too. Now, after me telling you that and you seeing this, don't this just make sense? Right? We just infusing it with some flavor. Now this right here is a true level up, folks. Right? So then we just cook this sauce for about, I don't know, I'm gonna let it cook for at
I hope you dice it afterwards.
least 20 minutes. Right? Look at that. Ah, yeah. Actually, I think I'm gonna add some more to it. I'm gonna cut one more.
And don't get me wrong, I love smoking and grilling with AB. But what the
slice like I just did. You guys can eyeball it. Then when you taste it, you let me know, should I have put more in there? Or do you want to put more in yours or less?
No, dice it
Don't even put it at all. You know what I mean? But if you be making spaghetti the same way like everybody else been making it, you know what I mean? You want to put these, you know, chunks
and
of this.
Again, I love pepperoni. But I don't need a chunk the size of goddamn Chicago. And you can already see the grease pooling on top of the sauce. And pepperoni's greasy.
Pepperoni in there. And then after this gonna make you run back and say, AB, watch how many people on the internet finna be doing this now. I've been issuing out things, you know, in small increments, but this one right here is gonna be hard to top, folks. Whew, look at that right there. That's gonna be the level up. Now I'm gonna take.
I'm sorry, AB. I love you. But that's where that would kill me. I love pepperoni, but I don't like pepperoni chunks.
Take my Parmesan, And I'm just gonna go ahead and shred this down. Remember folks, whenever you can, buy yourself the block of any type of cheese so you can avoid that little waxy film that they put on there, and it helps it melt even better, folks.
Generally, yes. If you have the time, and again, a food processor is great. But yeah, buy block cheese, especially if you're going to melt it, because the pre-shredded, and I use pre-shredded bag cheese all the goddamn time. But it has palm dust on it, palm tree dust on it, I think. And it's what stops it from sticking together. Because if you shred cheese yourself and you throw it in the refrigerator, it kind of re-solidifies. So, but for me, yeah, if you these days, I'll take the extra 10 seconds.
Okay, so it's been 20 minutes. I could have put a lid.
I think it's palm tree dust. I don't know. I know it's edible, but again, it kind of fucks with the melting. So again, if you're gonna go like an extra, if it's a quick thing, by all means use bag cheese, whatever. If it's for something quick, or if it's for like a salad or something, fine, whatever. But if you're gonna actually take the time to, like, let's say make a lasagna, yeah, get a block of cheddar and shred it yourself. If you have a food processor, it literally takes 5 seconds.
On the top of this, you know what I mean, so I don't get no evaporation. But you look at the thickness.
Again, AB, love you, but I can see all the grease in there. It's all on the top, and there isn't a little amount.
What I meant earlier about saving, let me bring this back into play. A little bit of that pasta water, right? This is gonna help it, you know, loosen up just a little bit. So I'm gonna add just a little bit of that to it.
Doesn't need loosening, it's got enough fucking oil in it.
Hey, 2 dill pickles, please.
Steve, you don't need pickles for pickleball. I've got this. I earn unlimited 2% cash rewards with my Wells Fargo Active Cash Card.
What have I been playing?
The Active Cash credit card from Wells Fargo. Terms apply.
I don't know, with your dick. Oh God, Disneyland resorts. Hey, come to Disneyland, get a resort, spend, put yourself in $20,000 worth of debt.
All right, look how loose that is now. All right. And I told you what it's gonna do is it's gonna help the pasta stick, you know, this sauce stick to it. Now I'm gonna move the Parmesan that I, you know, shredded. You guys can shred with Parmesan, you can use cheddar, anything that you would like, right? So let me just go ahead and make sure this is still loose.
So your pasta's been sitting there getting cold for 600 years when you've been making this sauce.
Oh yeah. And this is how you feed an.
And by the way, I never cook my pasta until my sauce is nearly done. I never cook my pasta beforehand.
Army for cheap, folks, and it's good. Right, so we'll take this, bring this over here like this.
I have heard some of the juice. I have heard some of these Disney vacations, and the amount people have spent. I could literally have taken my entire fucking family on an entire map of the entire Revolutionary War across all of New England into Virginia and South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, and it would have been cheaper. We literally could have toured the entire 13 colonies, and it would have been cheaper. And that's paid for hotels and meals. Hell, I probably would have had enough money left over to say, hey, let's do the tour of the Civil War. And I probably would have still been a few bucks ahead.
Add this in here, and then we just go to work. I'll tell you, I like my pasta My spaghetti, I'm gonna be honest with you, it does taste better the next day, but I'm gonna also cook this on here so that it would.
Doesn't mean I still don't understand the value of $1, Fiera. And Disney is the biggest waste of money out there because they have gone from being a family park to a park with rich, bored, idiot adults that refuse to grow up, that keep paying more and more and more. I mean, I'm sorry. If anyone above the age of 7 is crying when they run up to give Goofy a hug, yeah, are you retarded? Because a little kid I'll give a pass to. A little kid I'll give a pass to. Because they're a small child. And generally that means they're stupid. But if you're a full-grown adult and you're hugging Mickey like he's real, yeah, that ain't the fucking mouse, okay? It's some weirdo that thought it was a good idea to get a job where he'd be baking in a latex suit for 8 hours a day. That's what you're hugging. Probably a creep.
You know, adhere and help infuse in the pasta noodles also. You know what I mean? Angel hair, folks. That's the way to go. You guys let me know. Angel hair, thin spaghetti, or regular.
I mean, Disney World and Disneyland went from a no alcohol policy to a goddamn... They have bar crawls in the fucking park. It's not a place for kids anymore. It's a place for a bunch of fucking idiot adults to go into crippling debt. And it's ridiculous. When the fuck was the last time Mickey Mouse actually was in a cartoon? Like, when was the new Mickey Mouse cartoons? I don't know. I've always been more of a Looney Tunes guy. But I know Disney, but no, if you're an adult and you go to Disney World or Disneyland and you cry when you meet Mickey, you're pathetic.
All right, and so there you can see it's nice and meaty, right? Look at that. Now I can tell you this.
Unless you are fucking wealthy. And I'm talking like fuck you money wealthy. But most of these people don't have the financial balls to be able to burp in public.
It's going to be much, much better tomorrow. There's something about when it gets a chance to like bloom, right? That's what we're going to call it. It just blooms together. You know what I mean? The pasta, the sauce, you know, I mean, everything that we use to infuse our sauce to get it right. You can still see those bell peppers.
Okay, fine. They're played by a bunch of 5'2" female weirdos that thought it was a good idea to get a job where they wear a latex costume in the California heat or the Florida heat for 8 hours a day. They're still fucking weird and probably creeps.
You know what I mean? But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm finna eat me a bowl of this
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of angel hair pasta either.
right now.
All right, I'm gonna move on. All right. I guess fuck it. Why not? I'm gonna do good old Jake, my buddy Jake. We haven't checked in with Jake for a minute.
As fuck. Whatever it takes to get him to have some nutrients, though. I would love to see him make something in this video. It's a sandwich. Why is it here? Just to upload it? Let's see.
Dave's Cooking Show coming at you every...
Why not make a sandwich? What is wrong with a sandwich? Are you not enough of a man to ask your woman to make you a sandwich? Is this a male feminist thing? Fuck's wrong with a sandwich, bro?
Sunday,
It's already
Monday,
a fucking mess in here.
Wednesday,
This gives me stress.
Friday.
I'm happy I could actually stress you out. Your stress sustains me.
It seems stressful to be in his household.
At 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Don't forget to like, share, and
Oh, fuck yeah, the stains.
subscribe.
Hell yeah,
Click the
dude.
bell notification so you know anytime I go live. And
So what do you got? What has he been up to? Has he been streaming?
now that I have everything that YouTube wants me to say out of the way,
I took a lot of time off. And then I wrote a little bit over the last 2 days.
Yeah, Jake, when's that book coming out, or is it never going to come out? Because once you finish your book, then you got to get back to your cooking videos, which you suck at. Meanwhile, I haven't missed an upload in, I don't know, like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. I lost count. How many episodes have I made?
And
you haven't done shit except smoke pot. Which, hey, every man can do whatever he likes. No hate.
my word count, we're not quite to 200,000, 192,000. I have a few.
Okay, so 200,000 words would be roughly... You're 100 pages in. You're 100 fucking pages in. Okay, bro.
More pages to go before I probably have this next chapter. I'm on chapter 56.
Okay, The Da Vinci Code, one of the best-selling books of all time. It has like, what, 100 and some odd chapters, but they're like 1 page long, so... You do know, like, chapters are not defined by length, okay? They're just used sometimes if you're going to flip-flop the story from location to location to location to location. Like, if I was going to do an international thriller involving people in multiple countries, yeah, the book's going to probably have like 130 chapters, but when they're a paragraph long...
I think indeed my next chapter is 56. And I'm partially into the beginning of it. We'll see if I don't know if I'm crazy. I don't know if I'm crazy about it. We'll see. Sort of cannibalized it and turned it into something else, but we'll see. Is that chef knife broken? Is the tip broken? No.
No, that's the way it came.
Oh. That's an optical illusion, right?
Dish.
Is the tip of that actually snapped off?
A ham and Swiss melt with a mango
might be.
mustard sauce. First thing we're going to do is make the mango mustard sauce.
Fuck?
As you can see,
mango mustard.
in a blender, I have added 1 cup.
What's wrong with mango mustard? What's wrong with a mango mustard sauce? Okay, you personally don't like it, but I like it.
I like that.
Or 1 tablespoon, excuse me, of lemon juice. And then
It looks
you're
like
going to add
cheap
a
steel, but
1/4
I
cup
can't really see
of
that
mayonnaise.
Princess Fiona, 21 months. Thank you. Looking forward to the 22nd month of corny jokes.
And then a 1/2 cup of pureed mango.
It does have a full tang. Yeah, that's true. That's what you like. Pureed mango? Where did you just buy it pureed? Why is it?
No, I either bought mango chunks frozen and pureed them, or because I can't actually remember with this particular recipe. I might have been drunk when I made it. Or I carved up a mango, and then pureed it. What is wrong? What is your problem with this?
Like this. Ew.
And then about 2 tablespoons
It is broken.
of Dijon.
No, it's not, Jake.
On mustard.
As for
It looks so weird, though. What happened?
As for it being a cheaper knife, you are actually correct in that. It's the Pioneer Woman's Wife. I bought it when I was at Walmart. I like it. Now, granted, I've had to sharpen it many times. It wasn't as sharp as I wanted it to be, but once I got it to my liking, then, yeah, it's been a pretty good knife. Actually. Kind of that diamond in the rough. But if you do buy the knife these days, I would recommend sharpening it.
And at the end here. Why does it look like that?
Not the ones I receive, but then again, my knives usually cost well over $100 each.
Vacna, 61 months!
I hope you have a fantastic day.
Thank you. I feel like we should be very close to a hype train.
And then about a teaspoon of red chili pepper flakes. And then, of course, salt and pepper.
It was mayonnaise, pureed mango, red pepper flakes, and I think mustard.
And then you just
and a broken
blend
knife
until everything is smooth
Jesus.
and mixed
Yeah,
together.
fuck yeah. Shake
set
it around.
aside, and you should probably be preheating your oven to about 400 degrees right now.
Is this a Vitamix, by the way? Did he get a new blender?
All right.
No, it's a Ninja. Just being specific here.
Let's make a sandwich. All right.
Did he spend $600 on a blender that he doesn't need?
Thing we got to do is, of course, add some ham. Oh, and if you didn't know, French bread sliced lengthwise with mayo on one side.
Call me crazy. I would love the fillings to span the width of the sandwich.
The bread.
Why don't we just shingle it the other way? Fuck
and
me.
then
okay, but this not like this though. Holy shit, shingle it. Whatever. You're gonna eat a pound of fucking food for your serving, okay? And you're
really fat ass.
Add some salamis to the other side.
Okay, salami is the plural of salami. Okay, it's not salamis. They are not independent.
Okay, has no argument, decides to just pick apart fucking grammar. I'll be right back. I gotta piss.
Units of salamis once cut from the salami. It's all salami. could say it's a slice of salami. It's not a stop.
No! More than one slice of salami is salamis. Really? This is the best you fucking got? Oh my god, you fucking unfettered retard.
Stop.
And then once you've added your salami, add some bacon, because bacon makes, well, everything better. What is wrong with salami?
I disagree.
You disagree. You think bacon doesn't make everything better. Okay, name me the one fucking thing that bacon doesn't make better. I'll wait. Jesus, tap dancing, toe licking Christ. Has to correct my grammar or my speech. Then says, bacon doesn't make everything better. Name me the thing that bacon doesn't make better.
I'm tired. I'm tired of this. He's made this same sandwich like 40 times.
And finally...
No, I haven't. I've never made a ham and Swiss melt. And I've never made it with a mango mustard sauce. Fuck off. Also, you haven't made shit for like 40 months.
Add some Swiss cheese.
Thank you, Quebeca.
Finally,
the wrongness with salami. I don't hate anything.
Oh, no. Green bean casserole, not a problem. Put a little bacon on the top of the green bean casserole along your crispy onions. Put it in that oven. Fucking delicious. Even though I don't like green bean casserole, but if it had bacon on it, it'd be a little bit less disgusting.
It's on this. You can eat all of this. It's the construction, as always.
When that's done, pop this in the oven.
Several ice cream places sell either vanilla ice cream with bacon on top of it or bacon ice cream. Try again.
Oven for about 10 minutes or until the cheese.
Because I need the bacon to make my quesadilla meat mix.
The indignance with which he delivers that information drives me to be better.
And you fail every single time. You're no longer my equal.
Never want to disappoint Dave again.
I'm sorry, you're too much of a pussy to handle salami.
They have done fried bacon and banana sandwiches. Also, peanut butter, banana, bacon sandwiches are a thing. Try again. Trust me, you're not going to find something that bacon doesn't make better, except possibly, but it's not really a dish, breakfast cereal. That's about it.
But I think salami is delicious.
Thank you, Quebeca.
Cheese is ooey gooey and melted, and everything is properly cooked.
Please.
Well, you're fine with other men putting their salami in your wife's pussy, so there's that.
Please.
All right, through the
So now it's got hot mayo on there, which I'm not a fan of.
magic of cooking show editing, our sandwich is nearly...
Why not? It's almost exactly the same as butter. It's nothing but pure fat. It melts the same way as butter. And some people even argue that it's the superior to butter when it comes to making grilled cheese. I don't hold that opinion myself, but I'm fine with melting up a little mayo to make a sandwich.
Done. It's been baked nicely in the oven. We got a few more things to add.
The ham gets dry, you know? I feel like stuff. I'd rather just do the cheese and then add the cold cuts. And if you feel like you need to,
Well, since I'm never going to swallow semen, unlike you, Iron Gullet, I wouldn't know nor care, but I'm pretty sure it would. Let's see, what else do they say? You said a plain banana. I would think a baked piece of bacon wrapped around a banana would actually make the banana taste better. Yes. Again, if they have peanut butter, banana, and bacon sandwiches, obviously it works. Okay, I already beat ice cream, and I've beaten all the other ones.
heat up those things. Maybe do it on the second pass or something. I don't know.
First, of course, we have to add some shreddis.
Okay. Wow, holy fucking shit. What a wow.
The Lord of the Rings was over 1,000 pages. And well beyond that number. It would have been a 40-hour movie if they'd filmed everything in the book.
Would it hurt to fucking try? Would it hurt to give it your best shot?
Then some of our
Would it be
mango
painful?
mustard.
Wait, what was his criticism there? I don't actually know.
Stuff. I'd rather just do the cheese and then add the cold cuts. And if you feel like you need to heat up those things.
Okay, well then tell that to every sub shop on the planet. God, you were such a piece of shit. God, you were such a little jealous piece of shit.
Maybe do it on the second pass or something. I don't know.
First, of course, we have to add some shredded.
Maybe the Fellowship is 145,000 words, but that's one book in the fucking trilogy, which Tolkien wanted to be one book. God. Are actual Jake fans just retarded? Like, seriously, are they just fucking retarded?
Okay. Wow, holy fucking shit. What a wow.
And I'm adding the sandwich dressing to the lettuce. What is your issue with this?
Wow. Would it hurt to fucking try? Would it hurt to give it your best shot?
Then some of our
Would it be
mango
painful?
mustard sauce.
If you
Why don't you make a mango mustard sauce, then make a... Oh, wait, you don't make cooking videos anymore. You haven't for a long time. You claim you're working on this fucking tome. Which is...
What if you did your best for once?
And then
That's it?
Just flip the
Yeah, what more did you want me to do? You want me to fuck your mother so she can actually feel like a woman again? After bearing the disappointment that was you?
The rest of my veg,
top
brother.
thing on the bottom part.
I need sliced onions and tomatoes and stuff like that. I need.
You're right. I thought about doing that, but decided to keep this sandwich rather simple. Problems? Yeah, Jake, you're never going to beat me in the kitchen, buddy. Stop, bro. All right, next. Let's do some shorts from Sandwich Cutie Cat to a few others. To the old man. And the old man is blah, 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 blah.
Of course we have pizza!
I hate to say this, as much as I love bacon cheeseburgers, I don't think Krabby Patties are actually bacon cheeseburgers. Tube meat, fuck. Damn it, old man, I loved you. I loved you!
I don't think so.
That's how you do it, share life.
Actually, you can put lettuce on a pizza. You just have to do it after it's done cooking. Alright, I don't know what he's doing. I don't care. I like it.
Pizza?
Okay, that might have been total bullshit, but I liked it.
Are you hungry? Want me to make you a snack?
What are you doing? Oh, you're busting at the meat. Now what are you doing, Chart? I guess making a green chili sauce. You know, I will say this. While she does... Alright, fuck it. She's basically a porn star, but she's out about it, so that's not me dragging her through the mud. The girl can actually cook, so if anything does happen to OnlyFans, at least she does have a backup plan. I will say that. At least this girl can actually cook. Which, given your average modern woman today, is a pretty rare fucking commodity. And honey, we do walking tacos from the top, not the bottom. Or not the side, excuse me. I apologize.
Perfect. Go.
And it's something that I would eat the shit out of.
They're weenie patties.
Good luck, kid.
Alright, I don't remember if I've seen this particular episode of SpongeBob or not. But, okay. Why would you do it with the buns on?
Hey, where are those weenies?
They're weenie patties.
Good luck, kid.
Oh, I suppose. Okay, alright. Except SpongeBob doesn't actually season the hot or give the hot dog any sort of a sauce or anything. But whatever, you do you.
Is one of the 4 Roman pasta dishes loved by so many people, and this is the only way you should be making it. Start with some eggs and pecorino, mix them up, then cut yourself some guanciale. No pancetta, no bacon, guanciale. Throw it into the pan and get it crispy. Nobody wants limp meat. Next, you're gonna start on your pasta. I'm using spaghetti.
There has been talks ever since I think the Lord of the Rings to try to bring the Silmarillion to the big screen, and it's like, how? You're right. You need about 50 fucking movies. Or 15 trilogies. Because it reads like Genesis in the Bible. Ilavata created the Ainur and the Ainur and the whatever the fuck, the Maiar, Morgoth's rebellion. Yeah, I mean, that story alone, and that's like the first part of it, that story alone could literally be 3 movies.
Throw it into some salted water.
And again, I have the same question that no Christian or Jew can answer as an allegory of that. Why didn't Ilavatu, whatever, stop Morgoth? Why didn't God stop the devil? He had the power to do it.
Water, and if I see you break the spaghetti, I swear to God I'll come after you.
Oh, thank you for reminding me of that, DeJuice. Yeah, they'll get the fuck up.
Next, you're going to throw in some guanciale grease into your egg mixture, along with some pasta water and black pepper. Then into a cold pan, throw in your spaghetti, guanciale, and your mix, and start mixing. Make sure the pan's pretty cool while you're doing this. Nobody wants scrambled eggs with their pasta. This is the best way to do it. Once everything's nice and combined, you can top it off with some more of that creamy sauce, a little bit more guanciale and black pepper, and you're ready to enjoy.
Probably not. I guarantee he probably still has the hat, but he probably won't wear it because that woman's career is fucking over. It's done. Just like Katie Porter's will be in a couple of weeks. Okay, let's see. Sandwich cutie cat. Prosciutto, pear, and blue cheese salad, but she presented a sandwich in the video.
I'm gonna make you a sandwich.
Okay, a ciabatta roll. Cool. I will say this, though. She is sexy. I mean, she's fucking hot. I mean, you know there's no tread left. You know it'd just be like throwing a hot dog down a hallway, but god damn, she's cute. Alright, I think that's ham or prosciutto. Some thin slice of lemons. The lemon is the okay, I'm gonna go back. Normally I don't redo. Oh, that's a pear. Okay, sorry, I apologize. And wait, let me go back one thing. And she's I think a cat owner. There was a tail there, but I think it's a cat, but okay, she's actually that's a pear. I'm sorry. Okay, got some blue cheese, some nice balsamic reduction, a little olive oil, a little spin, a little put it on the fucking sandwich. Alright, the only issue I have is that, sweetheart, this wasn't a salad, this was a sandwich.
Perfect. Here you go.
Surprised I didn't get any sexist, I didn't get a bunch of assholes calling me sexist. But you know if you fucked her, it just, again, there's no tread left. It's just throwing a hot dog down a hallway. Alright. Now we're going to go to this famous scene from Rick and Morty, which Bingin and Babish did, and so did the old man.
A 10-piece McNugget and a bunch of the Szechuan sauce, like as much as you're allowed to give me. In 1998, they had this promotion for the Disney film Mulan, where they created a new sauce for the McNuggets called Szechuan sauce, and it's delicious. And then they got rid of it, and now it's gone. It's the only place we're gonna be able to try it. It's in my memory.
Rick, you're doing this bit while you're...
Welcome to McDonald's. Yeah, I'd like to get a 10-piece McNugget and a bunch of the Szechuan sauce, like as much as you're allowed to give me. In 1998, they had this promotion for the Disney film Mulan, where they created a new sauce for the McNuggets called Szechuan sauce, and it's delicious. And then they got rid of it, and now it's gone. It's the only place.
Yeah, basically the only way you're getting that is if you make it on your own. And when McDonald's brought it back because of the popularity of this episode, you had a bunch of dickheads, and I do mean men, dickheads going nuts about it. Like actually like trying to jump the counter and go back to the kitchen to steal it. Alright, might be the last video of the night, but we'll see how it goes. And then I probably will do a separate broadcast on my other channel. Creamy chicken baskets. Viewer request. Why the fuck would anyone request Jack to do a goddamn thing?
Get ready, let's go. It's Cooking with Jack. Put on a tasty show.
Hey guys, what's up? I want to tell you what we're doing today. We're doing the creamy chicken baskets because that's what you voted for. So like, when I give you multiple choice and the answer is not both, don't say both. I'm trying to give you more control over the show and what we bring to you. You know, so I did $1 million meatballs and creamy chicken baskets, and a lot of you are all, do both of them. Well, why bother asking your opinion then? I care more about what you desire than doing these recipes for my benefit. Anyway, so I'll be asking you in the future, pick A or B. There is no C.
Then just do a poll on your channel, Jack, and give them 2 dishes.
So don't bring up anything else, please. It's too funny. All right. Creamy chicken baskets. Let's get started. First thing we got to do is prepare the baskets.
If you want to push it out and like really get it out there, make sure you film it. And you'll definitely want to host and invite.
All right, guys, so I've never done this. I'm doing it for the first time. So if I have difficulty with it, you might have difficulty with it. Start with
Jack, your nonstick pan is scratched up to fuck. You need to throw it away and get a new one.
A little bit of flour. Put a tablespoon of water in it. Just enough to make it pasty. Just a little bit.
Oh, trust me, this is gonna be bad. I can already tell.
Mix that around. If you need to add more, add more. Preferably you need to add more and not the other way around, because then you got to start over. Okay. All right, let me wash my hands here. First thing we're gonna do is take a little bit of this, put it right here, put it right here, just on one side, and then you're gonna do the same with the other.
Side, that's on a corner.
Just a little bit right here, okay? Directly across from each other.
Okay.
Hope this works.
Oh my god. Would a cupcake pan not have been more appropriate? Oh my god, this non-stick pan has been abused. God, did you let the fucking cat claw this?
This is how they show to make the basket. Okay?
No, it's not glue, because Elmer's glue and paste is essentially just boiled down fucking milk. I think. I don't know, I haven't looked at the ingredients in a long time.
Now, that has been coated, and this has been coated. So now you're going to go in with a pizza cutter.
Yeah, except, sweetheart, I know what the fuck I'm doing, and Jack doesn't, and Jake is too much of a bitch to admit that he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Again, hadn't made a fucking video in I don't know how long. Like 40 months. It don't take that long to write a goddamn book. But, you know what? Keep cheerleading. Keep cheerleading. It just provides funny content to me.
Right like that.
Now what the fuck you doing?
Okay. Then you're going to turn it around. Do the same thing on that side.
Well, okay, let's say you just actually do hate my cooking. Why are you here, sweetheart? Either A, you're here to try to pathetically get me annoyed, which isn't going to happen. I'm much more annoyed with Jack's treatment of his non-stick pans. Or B, you actually like my shit. You actually like what I actually have to offer. You just don't want to say it because, well, I support Donald Trump.
All right. Make sure you got a little bit there. You can do it this way too. Add it after you cut. I just want to make sure we're good.
Not to be an asshole, but why are your dogs not better trained? None of mine gave a rat's ass when the mailman came. Unless he had to drop something off at the door, but hell, any dog hears the doorbell, they go bananas.
This is supposed to be like a glue, okay? So, bring that up.
What in the fuck are you doing?
Bring this up. Like that.
This is not going to...
Press it tightly. Do the same on the other side.
No, I was there for the death of my dog.
So you're gonna... Oh, that's horrible. Let's try it again. Let me get another one.
That bowl is oh shit. That bowl ain't gonna fucking stay, bro.
Malcolm, keep playing, see what happens.
How'd you come up with this world?
I've been playing there all my life.
Malcolm, keep playing. See what happens.
Are you Marsha?
I am. I am.
Thanks for meeting me here. Usually not an interweb dating guy. Barely ever use this phone computer. Unless it's to bundle my insurance with Liberty Bibbity.
Oh, same. I hate this thing, but it's true. You can save hundreds bundling with Bibberty.
Bibbity?
Bibberty?
Bibbity.
Welcome to the kitchen.
Sure, we're good. That obviously was my last one. I did them all one-handed. Tammy is busy working. She was not able to come in and...
Yeah, she's busy making sure you all aren't homeless.
assist me. So we're going to do the best we can, film these babies. Meet me over the stove. Let's start cooking. All right, first we're going to cook our chicken breasts. So there is a battle discussion going on at all times, whether to get the pan hot and put cold oil in, or put cold oil in and then get the pan hot. I do it either way. I don't care. Comes out good no matter what. All right, get that cooked up, get it diced up, and get it on a plate for now. And then we're gonna saute some vegetables afterwards. All right, guys, coming along nicely. Getting a good crust.
It's still dead raw in the center. Please say you're gonna have this in a lot longer.
I thought these were defrosted, so I'm having to cook them a little longer because I'm cooking them from frozen.
Oh my God, it is still dead raw in the center. They don't need a little bit longer.
Probably should have used the air fryer, huh? When this is fully cooked, you want to dice this up because we're going to throw it back in the pan in a minute. So, let it rest while you saute the vegetables next. Then, go ahead and chop it up in the small bite-sized pieces. I'm leaving everything in. Yeah, I put a little butter in there too. There's oil, butter, and we got onions and bell peppers. Put a little garlic, salt in there if you want. But I'm not going to waste all that good flavor. I'm just going to leave all the chicken drippings in there. All right, guys. Go ahead and put your chicken in.
Oh my God! Oh my God, that chicken is fucking rare! Oh my God, that is a fucking health hazard!
Go ahead and put in your milk. Or your cream, I should say.
Cream shouldn't flow like that, bud.
Take your cheese. Get that in.
Oh my God. Kroger, sue this man to stop so your brand isn't associated with him.
Then once this is gooey, meet me over at the baskets we made. We're gonna fill these cups. I'm gonna make a mess of it, so I'm just gonna fill one. And then you can do the rest on your own for your recipe.
Why in the name of all that is fucking holy did you not add the cheese to the top when your chicken mix was in the bowl? Again, I wouldn't fucking make this, but you do. Oh my god. Well, add even more cheese. Fuck it. Why not?
Cheese on each one. One more thing. Where is it? There it is. Put in a little sprinkle. You can do whatever you want. We're cooking at 350 or 400, whatever. Keep it on if it's at 400. You want the tortillas to get a little crispy brown on the edges, the cheese to melt. I added the Italian seasoning and not in the recipe.
Look, I will admit that on occasion I have been guilty of adding a lot of cheese. I do it for effect, though. Normally, the cheesiest things I make are either pizzas or pastas. Oh, and I'm sorry, enchiladas. Shit that is traditionally associated with a shit ton of cheese. Care to try again?
So let's put it in the oven and pull it out and see how it is. All right, guys, here's your up-close shot. They're creamy, they're cheesy, they're crispy.
And they look like they're falling apart.
They're basket.
I will say this, I'm shocked they stayed together.
That one looks pretty good. That one's a mess over there. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that had a heart attack there. That one's a mess too. But that one looks nice. Not bad for the first try. Okay, before we taste it, got some thoughts. Why the person who have developed this recipe, why didn't they just leave the bell peppers out and then stuff the bell peppers with creamy, cheesy chicken and onions? That's what I'd do. If I made this again, I wouldn't go through all the trouble with the tortillas and all that. I
just hope that chicken is cooked because it was fucking dead ass raw when you put it in.
Stuff bell peppers and then bake it. I don't know, just a thought if you're gonna try it.
Well, that would have just been stuffed peppers then. That's what you would have had.
All right, let's give one a try. Let's see here. Let's try this one.
Like I said, I hope that chicken's cooked.
Gotta try the cheese with the chicken. Wow. The Italian seasoning really rocks.
Anyway, I guess I'm going to do a small stream on my other channel. I'll see everyone in a minute. Good night, everybody.